How old? Trivium. 27. I'm not lying. 26. Playing guitar. Music. That's the career and the hobby. Megadeth. Metallica and Iron Maiden. I don't really have one. My grandma's gnocchis. Really good. Best. Black. I'd say brown now. I don't know why. I have a computer and a phone. Clean socks. That's probably the most refreshing thing you can have after a long day of running around.
Servus.
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 What is that?
For Austrian hello.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Servus. The guy who was doing, he was doing the Trivium website at the time. He was from Germany, and he was also the dude. I guess I don't know if he does it anymore. I'm not really sure, but he was a In Flames web guy, and we got him to do our website. And he was friends. He's from Germany, so he was friends with the dude from Life Force, and he was doing our website. He had the demo and everything. He passed it along to him, and then and I guess he just really liked it. So Life Force signed the band, and we did Ember to Inferno, and having that kind of got us out there a little bit more, and then got the attention of Roadrunner, and here we are now. So that was like, Life Force was our little stepping stone, kind of getting our foot in the door in the music biz, and then luckily that got our name out enough that big label snatched us up. Not really go any certain way, so we like to, with our music, we have a vast range of influences, and what we like about music that we put into our own, from being really soft or melodic to being really brutal and heavy and everything in between. So our name kind of lets us do whatever, and I think that's kind of like the special cool thing about our band. The original singer of the band, who was in the band for about 2 weeks, came up with the name, and then he quit. And Matt and it just kind of seemed like the right name for the band. And then I came in, and the band was already together for a couple of years, already had the name and stuff. So it was just kind of like, all right, cool. It was more like, not really too much about the name, I guess. It was just I just got connected with the band as far on a music level, just playing the same kind of stuff I like to play, and the name's just kind of, you have to have a name. Yeah. Bands have to have names, so it's just kind of there, it fit, nothing, just very simple, one word. Yeah. Very easy to remember, I guess. There's a long story, and I just do the short one. We've been together for so long, it was kind of, it seemed kind of weird to have to make that decision. The main reason that we made the switch was just the fact that the live performances were not good at all. Shows that you're not 100% into it, and I think that kind of carried over to our live shows. He mentioned a few times, that he was thinking about leaving, and he said he was going to sit out a tour, and we're like, well, we're not going to cancel the tour because he can't play or whatever. So we got Nick. He's a friend of ours. He worked for us for a little while, and he goes way back with Paulo. Mm-hmm. He came in, learned our songs, and it sounded phenomenal. And we were just like, holy crap! This is how we should sound, And once we played about probably 2 weeks on tour with him, we just knew that the best thing for the band moving forward was, even if who knew if Nick was going to be the guy to stick around, but we just knew that after playing with someone as talented as Nick and how the song sounded, it'd be kind of going 2 steps back if we ended up going back to the way things were before. So we just knew that we didn't know who was going to be the official new drummer, but it definitely, we couldn't go back to the way it was, and because it just wouldn't have been good. Our manager got an email from Paulo's manager at the time with his old band, mm-hmm. And we were familiar with his band because they were from South Florida, from Orlando, and he would come up to Orlando. They played gigs together, mm-hmm. and whatnot. So there are some, at least they knew who he was and familiar with him and stuff like that. and he was, I guess his band at the time, like a lot of people just kept leaving or quitting, and it was just like just him pretty much. So he was looking for something else, and so he hit us up and saw that, I guess heard or somehow that we needed a bass player or needed someone to tour with. So he came out on the tour and just, worked out great that at the end of the tour we, invited him in. Finding a bass player can be kind of difficult. Most of the times you have to like convert a guitar player to play bass because, you need somebody. But luckily he's one of the best bass players I've seen. So we were lucky to find him. Iron Maiden and probably like the Disturbed tour was.
Yeah, that's true. You could watch the show every night. It's like, you can't get any better than that. It's our first album, our first full-length album with Nick on drums, and that was definitely sort of a new creative boost for us because we felt like we had a lot more to offer now with a drummer like Nick. We could play a lot heavier. Matt kind of came in with the idea of doing something a lot different than what we've done in the past, which is instead of trying to do something that was more obvious for our style of music, let's do something that's a little bit different. When we finally figured out that In Waves was going to be the title, it sort of spurred even more creativity within our band and with the artists who actually did the artwork, who are like dudes that never work with metal or really any music, to be honest. I'm glad I didn't have to make that choice because I'd rather be doing this.
Lucky guy.
Yes, very lucky.
Trying to get a job in a recording studio or in the recording field is mighty shitty nowadays. So luckily I didn't get stuck in that. But I guess if I'd never gotten into music, I'd want to be. I was really into sports, so I would have tried to.
Maybe even a sportscaster.
Sportscaster. I played hockey, so maybe if I wasn't so into music, I would have put a little bit more effort into that because I was pretty good, but I was more into music, so.
I would hope that with all the hard work touring that we're, hopefully in a headlining position at some of these festivals.
Hopefully we can continue the jumping, climbing the ladder of the metal pole.
Never had the desire to want to do it, and I feel like my mom would have hit me if I did. So
I don't even ever think about it.
His dad has a Trivium tattoo. Wait till you have a son that's in a band, then you're gonna get their tattoo. I'm not planning on having kids anytime soon, so that's the plan.
Yeah, no plan for that.
It's cool. It's gonna be a good one. I mean, that's all I can say. Servus.